This is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. You're now listening to the Behind the Bench Sports Network, where you can find Big Dog Talk Sports, Kelvin, JB, Rashad, Jermaine, man, all of us, man, trying to bring you great premium content that you can only get from right here. So like and subscribe. So I want to play this clip by the great Dominique Wilkins on the old NBA fans versus the new ones. Watch this, y'all.
Talk about the doc.
But a lot of times, when you got people who see the game, enjoy the game, they're fans of the game, but don't know the game.
Yeah, a casual
Then that's
fan.
what you have.
Yeah,
That's what you have. You look at the fans back when play. The average fan knew the game.
Yeah,
They knew the game.
yeah.
A lot of times, I had an analytic guy tell me, he said, made two is not as good as a missed three. I'm like, huh?
That don't even make.
I'm like,
fucking
how much sense that make?
Like what? Come on, man.
So a made possession where we put points on the board, that's still not a good shot opposed to a guy who
A
just missed three.
shot. What?
I like, man, get out of my face.
That is
man.
the level
I
of
don't
ignorance
even,
that
I don't even talk
resides
to him.
in some of these front offices.
That's the analytic
Not
they
all,
be trying to
not
talk.
every, but that is the type of common sense that you have to encounter, bro. Like you just said, what? Like a bucket.
Sometimes
it's not as good as a non-bucket. In what realm? I don't care what you're trying to say. I scored.
I said,
you didn't score. That was
when they
better.
make a comment like this, are you even qualified to talk basketball to me?
Yeah.
So here's another clip from Kwame Brown Bust Life 2.0. Y'all go subscribe to Kwame Brown Bust Life 2.0. His opinion about the 70 plus points games that's been happening all last week, and his opinions about the casual NBA fans, aka the modern NBA fan. Check this out.
There's a lot of 70s going on lately. There's a lot of talk going on about how many points guys are scoring. And it's making me raise a little eyebrow. It's making me raise a little eyebrow. You got 3 or 4 guys. I think Dame Lillard scored 71. Luka Doncic scored 73. Embiid scored 70. And then what's the kid from New York? I mean, not New York, Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell. He scored what, 71 or 70? That's crazy. It's making me think that these ball changes are happening for a reason. I remember when they changed the ball from a leather ball to this foam deposit type of material. And guys were complaining about how it gripped their fingers and it tore their fingers. Like, it was weird. Once it got wet, it felt like a wet tennis ball. But yet and still, they don't ask the players what they want. So that's why it's making me think it's more about business. It's more about fanfare. It's more about getting people in the seats. Now, I'm not saying the NBA is doing anything illegal, but what I'm saying is this look a little crazy. You telling me players are this good at the league all of a sudden? They're saying this new ball has like holes in it, and then it's wrapped in some type of different material. If it's not leather, it can be manipulated. Why does a basketball have holes and no air in it? So through high school, through college, you play with basketballs with air in it. But when you get to the NBA, you have to have a ball with no air in it. that doesn't really make any sense unless somebody is trying to make sure you score a high percentage of points, because that's what people want to see. That ain't what real basketball fans want to see. That's what uh, fanatics want to see. Fanatics don't care about defense. They don't care about the camaraderie, the winning. They just care about numbers and points. So you see the highest scoring games you've ever seen, 148 to 130 something. It's like, what the fuck?
So I wanted to go over the magnet ball aspect of the conversation, of that part of the conversation where Kwame Brown was really talking about how the feel of the ball changed and it was different. You know what I mean? And how, you know, if it's not rubber, it can be manipulated. And I agree with that, man. You know, you see all these scoring records over the last week. I mean, these dudes is just pouring it in, right? But at first I thought, because I first heard Carcino talk about it on his channel, and I didn't believe him, you know, because Carcino, he kind of hate LeBron. So, you know, I didn't want to believe him. I thought he was just hating. And didn't want to give the man some credit. But, man, I probably was wrong, man. Because sometimes when I'm watching the game, I see the trajectory of the ball change. And I'm like, what the hell was that? You know, you start seeing weird things happen with the basketball. You're like, wait a minute, that ball just bounced off the rim, went all the way in the sky and just fell in. Like, I'm talking about fell just straight down in. I said, oh man, this kind of look weird. And it happens a lot. You know, if you guys, you know, just look at mathematical sequencing for a second, right? Let's do some math. In NBA history, there's not that many 70 plus points games, right? It's not that many 70-point games. And that's for a reason. It's an incredibly hard thing to do, you know, to get that high in scoring. But over the last week, you see multiple people getting around 70, 60, the high 60s, 70s, things like that, right? 60 points. I think Karl Anthony Towns had 60. Devin Booker had 60, 70 from Embiid and all that stuff. And when you look at it, you're like, all this happened last week, this huge surge. You know what I mean? Just for 1 week, and that's the week that Kobe Bryant broke the 81. Nah, fam, I don't believe in Disney movies. Nah, I don't believe in Disney storylines. So there's something to this. My antennas are up. I can't prove it for a fact. But, you know, when something's weird, guys, you know, eyebrows go up. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. You know, not saying it's impossible, but it's very unlikely. It's very improbable. Not impossible, improbable. Right? And so, I'm really wondering about that, the magnet ball aspect. So that's the reason why I kind of wanted to go over that real quick before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video. So as you can see, this comment on the screen was completely unnecessary. This gentleman right here was attempting to shit talk and shame Rashad for his video, right? And here at Behind the Bench Sports Network, as long as I'm here, I'm lurking in the comment sections. So if you say something negative, don't think you about to drive by without getting that ass taxed. You know what I mean? There will be no drive-bys, y'all. Because you'll be in the car and you might get hit yourself. So, you know, be careful what type of comment you leave if you don't want to be put on blast, because we're reaching right now 1,500 people. You can't reach you don't have the reach we have, right? And as we continue to grow, the smaller you get, right? So, you know, watch what you say. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be put on blast, be nice, be cordial, and ask questions if you don't understand. But this type of comment will get you here.
So, as you guys know, I like to go through the comment section and see what the people are saying, man, about our videos. So I went to Rashad's videos and I read a comment that kind of irritated me a little bit, man. It was this guy talking about how, oh well, you guys are old men and you guys should stop watching. If you don't like the product, stop watching. Well, sir, uh, you're an asshole. You see, guys, new basketball fans are assholes. They're bad people. I'm gonna tell you why they're bad people. They don't appreciate the history of the game. Matter of fact, I think this comment was under the video where Luca, Joel Embiid, and a bunch of other players were dropping like 60s and 70-point games, right? You don't, sir. You don't appreciate the history of the game. You don't. What I noticed about the modern NBA fan, they don't care about how hard things are. They just want to be entertained. And although entertainment is crucial to sports, it's not the end all be all to sports. You see, the core principle of sports is competition, right? We want to see things done in a hard way. Why is this important to us? To let us know how special breaking a record is special. To let us know how special breaking a record is. You see, it's not special if everyone's doing it. It's not special if the NBA makes it easier for people to do it. It's not special, right? And what you're doing is you're robbing fans from actually experiencing what true greatness is all about. What you're doing is you're watering down greatness and you're giving these children a fake greatness, an artificial greatness, right? Artificial greatness is easily seen through by people who know basketball. We say, damn, he had 70. Then we watch the tape. There's no defense. While the average fan, woohoo, yeah, that shit does not impress us. When you go to get rebounds, if the rebound's falling right in your lap, we're not impressed. We're used to guys going in traffic and grabbing, snatching down boards, fighting for position, right? That's not the same as a rebound falling in somebody's lap. But see, what you new NBA fans want us to do is, now I'll give you guys an example. We've been going to a restaurant for years, 30 years, right? Let's just say 30 years. I'm used to getting my meal cooked a certain way. They've been cooking this for the longest. It's their recipe. A new cook comes in, right? Switches up the whole thing, decides to cook my meal a different way. I don't like it. What do I do? Do I stop going to the restaurant or do I talk to the restaurant owner, say, "Hey, I don't like this cook." Or do I get the cook fired or do I leave? The answer is you get the cook fired. The cook is not cooking the meal the way it's supposed to be cooked. Therefore, we don't walk out. He walks out. You see, everybody likes to blame the customer. Oh, you're complaining. Bro, critics complain all the time. There's movie critics, right? There's uh uh there's food critics, right? There's a long list of people who their sole job is to criticize whatever, right? Video games. They're criticizing things. So why? So the game, the movie, or the food can improve. We are what we do here at Behind the Bench Sports Network. We are sports critics. We are NBA critics. Why? Because we want the product to improve. We don't want to not watch. We will not watch if it comes to that, but we do not want to not watch because we love the game. We love the game. It's like asking us to leave our wife. We don't want to leave our wife. We're hoping she improves. She changed on us. But your thing is just walk out the door. Don't even try to change it. Nah, bro, I'm gonna try to sit there and work on it. Right? We're gonna work on it. If we see bullshit, we're gonna call out the bullshit. Flopping has no part in basketball. The NBA said it has a no flopping rule. People have stopped watching because they're tired of seeing people cheat the game. The NBA doesn't enforce the flopping rule. Flopping, there's no reason one of you modern new NBA fans can justify flopping. You want us to clap for flopping? Huh? Do you want us to clap when players don't get back on defense? Do you want us to praise guys who are getting paid $500,000 more dollars, right? 500,000 more dollars just to play hard. Keep in mind, if the NBA didn't think we were important, they would have never incentivized these players in a play-in tournament in order to make the game competitive. They care because their ratings are going down. They created a play-in tournament because their ratings were going down. They created an in-season tournament because their ratings were going down. Why? Because people are tired of the bullshit. People are tired of seeing a bad product. Guys don't play defense. You think I want to watch that? The All-Star game is boring. Why? Because guys are just moving out the way. The slam dunk contest sucks. Why? Because the stars weren't playing it. We want the product to improve. Why? So people like you, even though you're being an asshole, for people like you to experience the best product you can experience. When I take my son to the game, or you take your daughter to the game, we want the player who's supposed to be playing the game, who's getting paid to play the game, to be there, right? And then you got fans who get mad at us because we don't like load management. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't like paying hundreds of dollars for tickets for the guy to not even fucking be there. I'm sorry. Like these people are terrible, and that's why we say you're terrible people. Why? Because you guys are the type of guys who will argue us down to death about what happened in the past, but you didn't start watching basketball until 2011. That's what makes you a bad person. You're a bad person because you're a new fan who didn't experience the NBA. You didn't watch. You just read a sheet of paper and you think you knew what was going on back then. I had a conversation with this Dwayne Wade fan because he was being rather disrespectful to Kobe Bryant, and I approached him in the comment section and said, "Well, you don't know anything about basketball because some of his takes were hilarious, hilariously stupid." And by the way, some of you guys make hilariously stupid takes about Michael Jordan. You guys do, and Kobe Bryant, right? If you knew how stupid some of the things you were saying really is, you wouldn't say it, right? But because the media has brainwashed you to believe in Nick Wright and all of these clowns on TV, you guys think you can have conversations with true NBA fans, right? So, this dude was being disrespectful. I approached him. He got mad that I called him out. He started then going on to, oh, Dwayne Wade is the best player since I seen since 2008, 2011. And I said, okay, so since you say he's the best you've seen, a logical person would be like, what have you seen? So my next question was, what have you seen? Right? The dude goes off. Oh, what you think? Because you're an older basketball fan that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that disqualifies my opinion. Actually, no, I wasn't gonna say your opinion was disqualified, doofus. I just want to know who you've seen. You're bragging about seeing a player and saying that's the best player you've ever seen. I want to know how many players, how many great players you've seen. How long have you been watching basketball? Because you're saying Dwayne Wade's the best player since Jordan, right? So this dude goes on and on and on, trying to throw out his opinion and he's selling his opinion as facts. And I'm like, dude, you you're saying I can. Oh, he said, yeah, I can go back. I've been going back and watching highlights. Motherfucker, you haven't. You're trying to have a conversation with me about basketball off highlights. Then the clown proceeded, and this is why I hate you, modern day NBA fans. I hate you, new fans, with a passion. I don't hate you as a person. I just hate the things you say because it's very stupid. This dude said Dwayne Wade was a better in-game dunker than Kobe Bryant. And then he started laughing. He got even more arrogant and started laughing about Kobe Bryant being a great dunker. Little does he know, he sounds very dumb because Kobe Bryant's one of the greatest in-game dunkers of all time. And Dwayne Wade is nowhere near Kobe Bryant as a dunker. He just isn't. Right? So, okay, so he he says something that's categorically stupid. I correct him. Then he goes on to say Dwayne Wade's better than Kobe, blah, blah, blah. So all I did was provide video evidence and say, hey, explain this. Explain him sitting next to Pau Gasol saying he turned his TV off, calling LeBron James for help because he was mad Kobe had 5 championships, about to go for number 6, and he didn't have but one. Oh, I'm sorry. They didn't have but one, collective as a group. Oh, well, he was just saying that because of free agency. I said, oh, get the hell out of here, bro. He mentioned Kobe by name. You see, these people are, even when you catch them, they're liars. They don't have any straight criteria for greatness, but how they feel, right? They don't care about competition. They don't care about legacy. They don't care about hard work. They don't care about standing in the league. Who was this person in the league? Was this person considered the best player in the league? They don't care about none of that. They don't care about us as fans. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about Michael Jordan was the best player on the Chicago Bulls. They'll say Scotty was. They don't care about facts. They don't care about the product that's on the floor in front of them. They just clap. They're mindless idiots. They just clap their hands. Like seals. And it's very irritating to have conversations with people who don't know the game, who are arrogant and act like they do know the game. Bro, you're real arrogant for somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. Somebody who I could easily take the 2 to 3 seconds to pull the video to prove you're wrong. And they don't know me because anybody who watches my videos or know how I get down, I pull up the video receipts of everything that I say. So these guys want us to watch a piss poor, crappy product because a commissioner wants to sell tickets and make money. And he's not even selling tickets and making money. That's the sad part. The TV deal that these players get is because of us. It's because of the fans. And they ought to be grateful that we watch the product and make them millionaires. They are the greatest athletes in the world. We expect a lot from them. Why? Because they're great, because they're talented. We don't respect liars. We don't respect cheaters. And so when we call y'all out, we're calling you out because you're a damn liar, and we're calling the commissioner out because we perceive what's going on today with these easy rules is cheating in basketball. You guys are ruining the game. You're ruining the game. Your mindless fandom and ability to watch players score at a high rate is ruining the game of basketball. It's so bad. And you know what's funny about these fans? They complain about the same shit we complain about, right? They'll complain about the referees when it doesn't work in favor of their favorite player. But when we complain about the referees, oh no, it's nothing. Bro, you know the referees are bad. Everybody who watches basketball knows the referee are historically bad. You know why they're historically bad? Because they're managing the game, they're controlling the game because of sports betting, right? They're controlling the outcome of games. Players are supposed to decide the outcomes of games. This is why us older fans, we belong in the front. Y'all belong in the back. Because we know the history of the game and we know what the integrity of the game looks like. There's no integrity in the game watching Austin Reeves flail his arms and flop and get a call when there's supposed to be a flopping rule on the books. There's no integrity in the game watching James Harden literally initiate contact and then the defender gets called for the foul. The defender has to have their hands behind their back. A defender should never have to have their hands behind their backs to play defense. But you guys don't care. You guys don't care if they're not deserved free throws. You guys don't give a damn. You guys do not care about the game. You guys don't care. The legends before us worked so hard to get those records. They worked their ass off. They achieved greatness at the highest levels. And you're going to take it from them. You're going to take it from them. This is not about just Kobe and Mike. This is about Kareem, the Wilts, the Oscars. You're going to just take it from them by making the game easier, by making everyone do it. Now role players are dropping 40. Everybody's dropping 60. Everybody's dropping 70. So it's not even impressive anymore. The NBA just ruined their product. If everybody's doing it, it is not special. It's trash. It's garbage. And you guys' little attempt as new fans to rewrite history and put Scottie Pippen over Michael Jordan is disgusting. Trying to put Pau Gasol over Kobe Bryant is disgusting. And you guys are irritating. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself for blatantly lying. Like I said, you guys are bad. Like a lot of you are bad people. A lot of you are just bad people, man. I mean, you guys aren't good people, bro. Like I'm convinced. You're mad at us for rejecting this BS. We're sticking up for you guys. We don't want to live a lie. We want you guys to have the truth. You guys respect losers. We respect winners. That's the truth. The new society, new basketball fans don't respect winners. They attack the winners. They praise the losers. Whoever's losing, that's who they want to win. Right? Now they flipped it in reverse. Now we praising stats. But like the case for Kobe Bryant, as the GOAT said on his channel, why isn't Wilt up there if you're talking about stats? Why isn't Wilt the GOAT if you're talking about stats? Oh, I see. He's not your favorite. I see. You're down to 60s because of the fast pace scoring and small ball, right? Will Chamberlain wasn't playing against guys. The average guy he was scoring against was like 6'7". But then you praise this era of basketball. You guys are hypocrites. Hypocrites. You ought to be a damn ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And hopefully you'll think twice before you enter the comment section of a video to try and chastise somebody for criticizing these corrupt officials, right? What we're seeing in basketball is unheard of. The amount of free throws teams are getting is unheard of. The free throw line isn't supposed to be a way you score. It's not supposed to be a way that you trick and manipulate the game. That's not what the free throw line is for. The free throw line is for somebody fouls you, they get penalized for it. But now it's a manipulation. It's a flopping. It's the everything's designed to get you easy points when it's undeserved, right? Guys are traveling, but we keep clapping for these records. Guys are stiff arming. They're traveling. They're double dribbling. They're not getting called for fouls, right? Let's reward them. Free throw line. Free throw line. Win the game at the free. Who wants to watch a game won at the free throw line? Who wants to watch a whole game where the game keeps getting stopped every 10 seconds? We get to the fourth quarter, the game's stopping every 10 seconds. Just dudes just walking back and forth to the free throw line. But we're supposed to clap and pay our money. Do we stop going to the games because we don't like stale popcorn? Or do we complain about the stale popcorn and get them to change it and get us some better popcorn? We're the bad guys because we want these guys to get back on defense. Because we have the nerve to call them out and tell them to get back on defense. We're the bad guys because we tell you the true history about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and all these other legends. We're the bad guys. But you're the good guys because you lie, you manipulate the game. You listen to these sports quotes. They're not even they're shock jocks. They're not even analysts. They don't even break down the game. They're shock jocks. They're fans. They're just famous fans. That's all they are. With relationships with certain people. That's what they are. You get mad at us because we expose their relationships with certain people. You get mad at us because we expose the NBA for trying to trick us. You get mad at us because we try to improve the product, bring competition back. You see, you guys don't respect competition. You know what you guys respect? You guys just respect guys winning. But you guys don't respect competition. You want it easy. It's not supposed to be easy. The game of basketball was not meant to be easy. So, a lot of you modern fans, right? Y'all need to wake up, man. Y'all need to wake up. This is not, you and me could go out there and score. on these players. They're not playing defense, bro. They're not. It's sad. It's real sad, bro. Well, the state of our game is on life support for real. The NBA on life support, and it's gonna be over with, bro. Like it's gonna get to the point where the plug is gonna be pulled, bro. Like Rashad said, soccer is gonna overtake basketball. There's gonna be different sports to overtake basketball in the United States, man. Like it's sad, bro. And you guys get mad at us because we want the champions to get recognition. We don't want the NBA talking about bad teams. We want the NBA talking about the good teams. We want the analysts, quote unquote, the shock jocks, to talk about the good teams. Where's their shine? Where's the champions sign? Where's their shine? Where's Jokic's shine? Isn't Jokic supposed to get more attention than what he's getting? Right? When the Bucks won the championship, weren't they supposed to get all the shine? When the Warriors won the championship, how much shine did they get? But you guys get mad when we call that out. You guys get mad when we call out ESPN and all these people for putting out fake stats. And we correct it. Oh, you're just hating on the man. No, bro, they put out fake stats. They're lying to you. You like being lied to? Like, what the hell is this? Let's be real, y'all. As long as we telling the truth, you should never get mad at us. Everything we say, you can look up. And if we aren't telling the truth, then we can have a dialogue about it. That's what makes you a good fan. Is that listen, you don't have to start off the conversation being disrespectful. You can have a dialogue. Me and you can have a dialogue. Hey, I don't agree with this. Okay, all right. So this is why I said what I said. Yeah, but look at this article. Oh shoot, my bad. We're all men, right? Damn, my bad. I was wrong. Yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, y'all. I got you. No, that don't happen nowadays. We go on this emotional tirade, right? And we just throw fits. I'm like, dog, you're getting emotional like a woman. I feel like I'm talking to a woman. You think you're gonna talk over me and I'm gonna have this conversation? I'm just gonna walk away, bro. Like you could talk to yourself. But in this society, we're taught to be emotional. We're taught to yell and scream, and we think people are gonna listen to us because we're yelling and screaming. No, people just gonna walk away. And a lot of times I see Rashad in the comment section because I pay attention to everything. He read a comment, he walk away. Me, I'll block you. If the comment's disrespectful, I'll block you. Rashad's got a lot of patience. He'll look at that, he like, I ain't gonna deal with this idiot. Me, I'm like, yo, Rashad, you want me to block him? You want me to get rid of him? But man, this is crazy. Like these dudes lie about things they don't have to lie about, bro. Like there's no way in hell you're gonna convince me Scottie Pippen was better than Michael Jordan. You're not gonna convince me Pau Gasol was better than Mike. You're not. I mean Kobe. You're not gonna convince me that the NBA's product is not suffering. It is. Guys not playing defense is a problem. This is the reason why this is a huge topic being talked about right now. It's the defense, it's the referees, it's the flop. Everything we're talking about right now is a big topic in sports media. But you guys want us, you're mad at us. Why? Because we have high expectations. We have standards. We have a sense of historical value. And you guys who weren't there, your opinion's not disqualified. But what you should do since you weren't there, is talk to the people, ask the people who were there how it was. Because what ends up happening is you start recreating your own history. It's like if somebody was in the Nazi camps in World War II, right? If somebody was in World War II and they were a victim, and you came in and you said, "Well, I read about this in a book." You're like, "Well, I was there." Oh well, I'm gonna go rewind them and watch highlights of a movie about it. Like, nah, bro, I was there. You need to talk to me so I can tell you what it's like. You don't have to take my story as gospel, but you do need to have some type of class to where you're not just talking over people and trying to tell people how things were when your ass wasn't there. It's kind of disrespectful to talk to somebody about something they watched live and you say, "Oh, well, I just went back and watched the highlights." Are you serious, bro? You didn't even say you watched the game. You said you watched the highlights. Are you effing kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, man, I could go on and on. This is part one of my little rant. Uh, these dudes are clowns, but you don't have to be clowns. We can have dialogue. That's what sports. That's the special part about sports. Sports is supposed to bring people together. We can have dialogue, right? Your opinion matters, but your opinion doesn't override my opinion. But this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.